And hello everybody, welcome back to another video. My name is GoCrocky Gaming, and in today's video we will be building a house out of every type of wood in the game. So this is going to be a long video. If you want, you can stick around until the end, but it's completely up to you. Also, please consider subscribing. I'm trying to hit 100 subscribers, and that'd be really cool if I hit that goal. But anyways, let's get straight into the video. So first up, we probably should build one of the easiest houses to build, which is the oak house. We already have a selection of woods that we can use, but we're going to be able to build a house out with every single type of wood. So that does include me finding the pale oak, the cherry blossom, the spruce, and all the other types of wood. I will Sadly, I have most of my mods back, except for the replay mod, so I can't do a time lapse here, but what I can do is just speed it up for you and do all of that. I've got over to the bed. We need to pick an area where we can build all these houses. There are quite a few, so I say we build them over here. So what I'm gonna do is just flatten out a little area here. So I have started flattening it out now. I've cleared away a bunch of the dirt. I'm just filling in these holes here, and then we should be done. I've got a few little patches of dirt left that I may need to mine. Just that one there, actually. I'll expand this landscape out a bit just to give us a little bit more space to work with. Trying to make it look naturally generated so it doesn't stand out too much. I mean, the houses will stand out because they're going to be a bunch of different colors. I do need to mine this little bit of land away. So I was just doing a little bit more terraforming, and I noticed this dude, and guess what he's selling? He's selling a cherry blossom sapling, one of the woods we need. So we were either going to have to go fly and get to the biome, or we can get most of the trees from wandering traders. So what I'm going to do is buy quite a few saplings, so I have enough, and yeah, so now I've got 7 cherry blossom saplings, so that means I don't really have to go find one. I can just bone meal these guys over and over again, and they'll keep dropping saplings. So then we really don't need to go find cherry blossom anymore. So that's another wood ticked off the list. So now we have quite a few woods now, so I will start building with the first wood we got, which is oak. I have flattened the area over here, and we will crack on and start working on our little oak house. So we're gonna make and I have no idea what I'm gonna use for this. We're allowed to use any type of oak products, so we can use signs for detailing and stuff. We can use signs for detailing, and we can also use the stripped oak and all the fences and stuff. So for each house, I'm only allowed to use the type of wood. So for the oak house, I'm only allowed to use oak, and so on. So I have done a little work on the first house. So one of the rules are I am allowed to use glass just for the windows. Everything else has to be wood. The interior, well, it can stay blank for now, but eventually we can put anything inside that we need. But for now it can just stay blank. So I'll go get a bit of glass for the windows. We'll probably use yellow glass actually. So we'll just use normal glass. So we use normal glass. I'll put the roof on. Here's the entrance here. May put like a little little terrace. I don't know what the bit is, but like something there. But that is the base of the house, and it is the night. If you're wondering what day it is day 304. I have survived over 304 days in the survival world. So here we go. Gonna have to sleep here on another good night. Okay, so now it is day 305, and I have run out of rockets. So I'll stay up one night and just farm creepers for more gunpowder to make rockets, because I have a bunch of paper. No, it's time to make a roof, so I'll just use random jungle plank I have here, and I'll craft all of my logs into planks, and now we craft all of the planks into stairs. I've got 40 stairs. So I'll go get the glass, fill it in. Probably should have made a door. I need more wood. Alright, time to go get more wood. Okay, so I have smelted up a bit of sand. I made it into planes. So now we can place our panes in the window slots. And now we have windows. Yay. Okay, so now we've got to build a roof. Okay, so for this roof design, I'm just going to build a staircase up. Go. Boom. It's just going to be a nice simple... Actually, it's not going to be simple, because we don't like it simple. Gotta put some interesting, good crocky bits in there to make it look interesting. Can't be a nice, boring, dull house with a normal roof. No. It's gotta be an interesting shaped roof. It's gotta have a little bit of height to it, and we'll just slab it off there. Make it a flat roof, kind of. And then we can do the same over on this side. I've just fallen off the roof. So we'll do the same on this side here. Oh, misplaced this one. Don't really need that one there. And then we'll place this one. Go up by one. Boom. Boom. And then we'll have to do the same on the other side. Boom. 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 No, I did that wrong. But, boom. Boom. And then we'll just slab it off. So that is how the roof is going to be shaped. I'm going to put another little archway here, and then like curve it here, and then make it go straight. Curve it there on the corner, obviously. Put like some sort of slanted thing here. Here, like change this to slabs. Like, so it goes one more, like boom, and then go like that. But otherwise, the house is coming together. Let's go get more oak. Okay. Time for a little bit more building on the house. Does that look good? Actually, that does. I'm going to leave that there. Just for that side, we're going to leave the back how it is. We'll do another one here, actually. And then we'll bring it up. These two sides up by a bit. And then we block it off. And then we do the same here, maybe? Okay, so now I have finally finished the, like, main, like, roof bit. I'm just like adding like interior bits, and then I'm just gonna finish the roof off. I may need to go get more wood because I have run out a bit. I don't have much left, so I will probably go get that in a sec. But this is like the main shape of the roof. I'm just gonna make it look good on the inside as well. I've just run out of wood, so I'll go get some of that and then we can continue. So I have finished the first house now. Just gonna grab a little bit of coal for torches. Okay, so now I have, over there is the finished house. Here it is. It looks pretty good. Just gotta add some finishing details to it, and then we'll move on to the birch house, such as we'll put a torch there. We'll go inside and put some torches down. One there, I don't know, really random. One up there, I guess. Okay, yep, and that's the house complete. It looks better on the outside than it does on the inside. Add that, maybe? Yeah, actually, yes. I'll do that. I'll do that. Maybe break that, and then just go boom, boom. And then we can get grass, I guess. And then that's natural terrain, okay? That was my natural terrain. Does not count to the block palettes, okay? Does not count. Okay? It is still entirely made out of wood. This does not count. It's part of the ground, as you can see. I need to make some trapdoors. And boom, finished the first house. It is looking pretty good. This is the first house of all of them, so here it is. The oak house. The dirt here doesn't really count as part of the thing. It's still attached to the ground, see? So it's technically part of the landscape. So I'm gonna say this is okay for the dirt, but otherwise everything else is pretty good, and it is entirely made out of oak. So that is house number 1 done. So the next house we're gonna have to use birch, which isn't the best of logs, and we'll build it right here. So I'm gonna strip all of these because I do not want a house looking like this. I don't think anybody wants a house looking like that. Okay. So we're just gonna keep building another house. Expand this over here a bit. This one's just going to be a nice little simple house. Doesn't need to be too big, doesn't need to be too small. Get our birch logs in here. Planks, yeah. Shrink it back 1 block. Do the same on the other side. Just nice, simple, easy build. And door frame. Boom. This is probably not going to look as good as this one because it is birch. But what we can do is get our shovel, and start making a path through here. And path into here. And we're kind of like building like a little village. So another path will go this way, and then we'll build a house here maybe. I don't know. But this village is going to be kind of funky because of all the different types of logs. Now I have to go to collect a bunch of spruce. If you're wondering, I do have shaders back, so this is what the world looks like with shaders. It does pause my screen for a bit. though, because it is really laggy. But in a sec, hopefully, yep, okay, they've loaded. This is what the first build looks like with shaders. And it looks pretty good. The rest of the survival world with shaders also is pretty good. I finally got my shaders back, so I can show you what this looks like. I built this over here in a YouTube short. So this never got used with shaders, but it looks pretty good with shaders. It looks pretty good with shaders, especially with the glow from the mending book kinda, and the sun is there, so the shadow is pretty cool. And then, yeah, that's what it looks with shaders. So it does pause my game for a bit, but otherwise it is pretty good. My computer runs pretty good with shaders. Multiplayer servers, it doesn't use so good for shaders. I added a bit of leaf litter actually to the path. Yeah, I went and flew that direction and got a bunch of leaf litter. Found another dark oak, so we're gonna head over there again. I think it was like past the end portal, so we can easily just travel a bunch of it and not waste rockets down there. I do need to get rockets, so I'll just throw a bunch of this. I do have a bit of mangrove from a trial chamber, so that is a start on one of the logs. So I'll just throw a bunch of that in there, some in here. Don't need these. Wait, hang on. Flowers. Just gonna scatter these flowers about. Put some here, actually. Yeah. Put some here. Put one there, and then put a few here for a bit of colour. One here on the side of the mountain. One there so I can see it. And then another one there. And then just like that, it looks a little bit better and brightens up the greenness with a little bit of yellow. So now I'm gonna sleep, and I'm gonna go have to mine lots and lots of birch. So here I go. I'm just gonna head over there now. Do that on this side as well. Logs. Not logs, sorry, planks. No, planks, sorry, slabs. Yes, slabs. Ran out of slabs there. Put a slab on top, and then we'll just bring it over. Okay, so I'm just gonna finish off the roof, and then for the outside decorations, I will come back. This house doesn't really need a back, because that looks fine like that, actually. So we did it. Let's go. Sleep quickly in the bed. Okay. So that's 2 houses done. Next one we will do next is the jungle wood. So I gotta go collect more resources. Let's go. Okay, so I've started building. Got like the main little structure done. And we're just doing the roof now, and then I'll do the outside decorating. And with this amazing transition, okay, so I have finished the outside and the roof. Here is the finished product. Actually, I'm gonna add a window here. Yeah, needs a window there. But anyways, I've been going with this window design. I do need to get more glass, but I say our little village is looking pretty good right now. We've got 3 houses, and it is another night. Okay, so what we're gonna go do now is go get the rest of the wood we need, which is dark oak. We're gonna do dark oak next. Just because over here, when my chunks load, over here is a small dark oak forest. We're gonna have to find a bigger dark oak forest to get, hopefully, pale oak, but we can use just dark oak for now. Okay, so now we have started building. We're just gonna build the frame first and the first floor. Kinda. Three, and then we'll go 1, 2. One diagonal, because that's cool, I guess. I don't know. Go a second diagonal here, and then boom. Put that there, and we strip it. We go boom, 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 boom. Strip, strip, strip. And then that looks pretty good. I don't even need to fly. Water bucket clutch. Release. Wow, okay. So, we're just going to pop into free cam right now and show you the builds. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4 builds so far. Okay, so here is the Savannah biome. It is the nearest one to my base and is where we're going to be getting all the acacia for the build. So let's start by doing the walls. Let's make this one 3, and then 3, 3, and then we'll go out this way, go that, and 1, 2, 3, 2, 3, boom. Okay. Okay, so we have built the sideways acacia house. I mean, kind of diagonal, but at the same time, it's got a lot of room here. Oh wait, hang on. I need to smelt 1 piece of glass, and then decorate the sideways window, aka the diagonal window, not sideways. Sideways is like this. I meant to say diagonal, my bad. Okay, so we're just going to head down over to this little beach here and grab 1 piece of sand. Use the trident, go straight up, and then we glide. Is this flying? What? That's confused me. Why is that flying? I'm gonna leave that like that because that's actually pretty cool. If I log off and that disappears, I'm gonna be upset. Just 1 piece of sand. Does this have power still? So we have done 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 builds, and we have pale oak, cherry blossom, with cherry blossom and spruce to do. I have no idea where a spruce biome is. Okay, so we'll make a pathway here. Alrighty, build the pale oak here, cherry here, and then over here we'll make spruce. Yeah, okay. Sweet. Alright, time to build another one of those amazing houses. Well, it's raining, we have a Riptide Trident. We're just gonna fly all the way over to the biome I need to go to, which should be over here somewhere. There it is! Almost missed it. Okay, what we're gonna have to do is chop down a bunch of these trees. Okay, I've started building the next house now. This one is going to be the pale oak. We're just gonna do a similar pattern that we've done in every house so far. Actually, we should probably bring this out by one. Do it, and then one there, and then we do that, and then we turn these into planks, and we build. Another sideways window because they're cool. And like that, we have finished another building. Just gotta do the inside and then we're all complete. We've done another one. And like that, we only have 4 houses left. We've got mangrove, cherry, spruce, and bamboo. So what we're gonna do is, I have cherry saplings, so we'll build the cherry house right here. And then no wait, hang on. We'll build cherry house right here actually. We'll put the bamboo house here, or like over there somewhere, and then we'll put the spruce house here. Here is the pale oak house. That's what it looks like in the inside. Yeah, again, I'll probably do I'll put the interiors on in here, these, like a different thing. Yeah, just like a bed and just like some tool benches or something, I'm not sure. So hang on, let me go get the cherry saplings that I have. I also have a little bit of mangrove, because in the trial chamber you can sometimes find like a little mangrove tree, but sadly it didn't drop any saplings. And I don't think you have to bone. I'm not sure how you get the saplings off a mangrove. Okay, so I have started building the next house, the cherry blossom house. So this one's going to go right here. I've outlined how it's going to look. It's going to have that up a bit, and then it's going to come down and slope down onto these ones here. We've got a few diagonals here, and there's one here that will go one there, and then two, and then one there. And then we've got the entrance, which will be here. And yeah, and then after this house, we'll have spruce, mangrove, and jungle there. Not jungle, sorry, we've already done jungle over there somewhere. Bamboo, because they made the bamboo a wood type now, and it's like one of the most annoying to get, because you have to craft it, and you can't just mine a tree or anything like that. So there's going to be a really cool transition in a sec, but we're going to go to the finished thing. And like that, we have finished another house. Only 3 to go, and from here we're going to have to go find more resources and gather more stuff. I just failed there. I'm making the door. And now we add the final touch. Boom. And we have finished. I have also added... Hang on. Would this look good here? Actually, it doesn't look too bad. I think I'll leave it like that. Maybe one there. Yeah. Yeah, actually, yeah, that looks pretty good. Okay. So I think in this direction is what we are looking for. Yes, we got some spruce trees. There's only a few, but that works because what we can do is harvest one and it should drop saplings. Okay, time to start building with the spruce. So we're gonna move this to here actually. I'm gonna go 3 up, 3 across. So I have now finished the spruce house. Here is the and give me a sec. I finished the spruce house. Okay. So now all we need is 2 left. Bamboo and mangrove. And for the bamboo house, we're gonna put it right in the middle. 3 up. We have finally finished the bamboo house. Hang on, let me add some lighting in here and put those blocks there. And add 1, 2 torches. Okay, boom. That's another house done. All we're missing now is the mangrove, which we're gonna put right here. We've got to do some terraforming. I do have a few mangrove logs, only because of a trial chamber. Okay, so I've just completely realised something. I've completely forgotten about the 2 netherwoods. What? Neelium and what? Fungus, I think? The blue one and the red one, let's just call them. I've completely forgotten about them. So we're going to have to pop to the nether and go get those. Because it can't be a video with everything without the rest of the woods. And I've only just realised this. And we can easily access the, whatever this one is called. We're about to think of the crimson wood. And I forgot what the other one's called. Back up. Yeah, back up. Yeah. That's what I thought. Hey. Should probably put my chest plate on for this, actually. Yeah, crimson wood, I think. Don't need the water bucket there. We know where the blue biome is as well, so... Okay, so what I'm going to do here is just complete both of the nether ones, and then it's just mangrove. So here I go. Okay, so now we have both of these houses left, 1 to go. The mangrove. We've done every wood in the game, as you can see. We started with oak, then to birch, then to jungle, then dark oak, then acacia, then pale oak, cherry blossom, spruce, bamboo, crimson wood, and warped wood. And now we've only got 1 wood remaining. This is what the village is looking like so far. And this is where the last house is going to be going. So, this is what it looks like in the inside. Not too much of an interior yet. I still need to add the glass. I haven't done that on this house yet. Okay, time to go get the glass from my chest. And that is still flying. Wow. And glass. and glass. And glass. Boom, we did it. Mission accomplished. And we go high up into the sky again, and we gotta go drop this off. So what I'm gonna do is go exploring to see if I can find the mangrove, and if that doesn't work, we're gonna have to AFK and wait until the wandering trader spawns. Which I really don't want to do. So what I'm gonna do is just AFK and wait until the wandering trader spawns. So after a very, very long time of AFKing, I finally got a mangrove propagule that I traded with a wandering trader. So now we can finally finish our base. So I'm going to quickly get some bone meal, and we're going to chop down a bunch of mangrove trees. So whilst I do that, please consider to subscribe. I'm trying to hit 100 subscribers. And it'd be really cool if I did that. Okay. I've got mangrove trees, like the really annoying ones. Okay, so those little propagules, we've got to bone meal those. I think. Yeah, like these. This thing here. And then we can get more thingies. Yep. Okay, yep, that's a full one too. Okay. Okay, so we can actually use these because these are mangrove roots. Yeah, mangrove roots. So they're technically mangrove wood. So we can actually use those in our build. How do we use those in our build? I don't know yet, but at least that's another thing we can use for the mangrove house and make it look interesting. So now that we can finally start building our base here. So what we're going to do is just bring it back a few blocks. Build a 3 tooltip pillar here. And build another 3 tool pillar here. Maybe. Hang on. Yeah, okay, so like that. Then we're bringing it across. Strip these. Do the same on this side. Bring it across. Strip those. And then change these into mangrove planks. Get our mangrove root and place our mangrove root here. And then we put the planks there. And then we dig down. Get rid of the dirt. And then do the same here. Hang on. Okay, so I have just finished building the final house, the mangrove house. Let me just put the door on and hang on. We've got to indent that a bit, like so. Okay, there we go. That looks better. This one doesn't really need windows. Here it is. Put a little bit on top here. And boom, there we go. That's every wood in Minecraft, and I built a house for every single type of wood. We started with oak, then to birch, then to jungle, then to dark oak, then to acacia, then pile oak, then cherry blossom, and then spruce, and then bamboo, and then the 2 nether ones, and now finally the mangrove one. So I did end up dying to kinetic energy during like AFKing because I was just flying about with I can't be bothered to show you that my death count went up to 11, but I was just flying around. It was raining with the trident and the elytra. My chunks weren't loading. I thought I was high up, but I flew into a mountain. Luckily, it wasn't too far away, and I could get my stuff back. But yeah, so there we go. And that is a pretty cool village done. I'm actually just gonna detail the ground a bit, maybe with some like little touches and like just like bone meal a little bit here and there. Bone meal like the patches off to the side, and then bone meal around the houses, and then we leave the paths open. That has been a long episode, probably one of the longest videos on my channel. Thank you for watching, everybody. If you're not subscribed, please consider subscribing. I'm trying to hit 100 subscribers. Now I have to go edit, and this is going to take a while. So it would mean the world, I guess. It would, like, be really good if you subscribe. It would help me out a lot. And then we can hit 100 subscribers, and that is a big goal for small YouTubers, I think. So, thank you for watching, and have a good day.